My back. Oh, my back. Tap. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. It's about damn time we got to this point in the world, man. It felt like after the release of Spider-Man No Way Home, everybody just stopped interviewing Andrew Garfield. And I was like, man, the boy did like 100 interviews before Spider-Man No Way Home, where he just had to deny, make up excuses for why he's not in the movie. And then, well, we saw the movie. But now finally we have here 2 interviews involved with Andrew Garfield where he can finally openly talk about what it was like working on Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm going to be breaking down that interview here for you guys, reading it to you, sharing some of the funny stories Andrew Garfield had with working with Tobey and Tom Holland, as well as even him being asked the big question if he would want to return as Spider-Man after No Way Home. So I'm gonna need you Spider-Man fans to give me your opinions with everything we discuss here today. How do you feel that Spider-Man No Way Home has now been released, man? Are you a little sad? Are you a little down? Life just hasn't been the same, has it? And also just forgive my Ghostface figurines being front and center. I'm working my way through all 4 of the Scream movies in preparation for the new Scream movie that's being released next week that just got its review set online and it's looking pretty good. So I'm pumped for that movie. And if you're interested, I'll link my reviews in the description. All right, so getting into it here, yesterday in the afternoon, Variety went ahead and published an interview that they got to do with Andrew Garfield where he got to openly speak about what it was like playing Spider-Man again. And well, just straight up going into some of the things he said when he was asked why did he say yes to playing his character one more time, he said, "I wasn't expecting to ever have a conversation again about potentially playing Peter Parker. I felt very excited to just be a fan again. But I got this call from Amy and Kevin Feige and John Watts with this idea. It was immediately undeniable. It sounded incredibly fun, incredibly spiritual, trippy, and thematically interesting. On a base level, as Spider-Man fan, just the idea of seeing 3 Spider-Man in the same frame was enough." And right there we catch Lion Andrew Garfield. Remember this?
I did not get a call.
He didn't just get one call. He got a call from like 3 different people. But he does go on to say a little further in the conversation that he had the discussion with Amy and Kevin Feige about being this brother figure to Tom Holland and having this older brother in Tobey Maguire and what they could possibly do. We all know Andrew Garfield is a man who actually really loves playing Spider-Man. He's passionate about the character. I wish I could have seen the look on his face whenever he got that call and was told the idea for the movie. And I'm glad the man decided to jump on it right away. And now something I'm actually dying to see, and I really hope it's involved with like the Blu-ray extras of this movie because I will watch those forever. He goes ahead and talks about what it was like just being on set with Tobey and Tom Holland. He says here, "We were shooting for 2 weeks, Tobey and I, but I think we managed to achieve something that's just not showing up and going high by." Continuing on, "I think the first time we were all in the suit together, it was hilarious because it's just like 3 ordinary dudes who were just actors, just hanging out, but then also you just become a fan and say, oh my god, we're all together in the suits and we're doing the pointing thing." There was talk about going to the bathroom and, you know, patting around the package. We talked about what worked for each of us. Tom was jealous because I have a little zipper in my suit that I can get my hands out very easily. To work his phone, he had to use his nose because he couldn't access his hands. We would have deeper conversations too and talk about our experiences with the character, and to have Amy Pascal there who had been there through 9 movies, including Spider-Verse, it was a revelatory experience for her, realizing how much life and time she'd given to this character that was beautiful and profound. And that's what I'm talking about, man. I need me this behind the scene extra. You're telling me my 3 heroes, Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, were in a circle, huddled up in the Spider-Man suits, talking about the size of the padding on their packages? I need that footage, Sony. Give me that footage. But it's also funny that he even mentions that as they were going ahead and filming this and they were in the suits, they were doing the whole little pointing meme that's been going around. Honestly, if Sony filmed enough stuff, they could go ahead and put together a little documentary of that whole situation, put it in theaters, and I guarantee you people would buy tickets for that. Other interesting tidbits that Andrew Garfield revealed about the movie, one that finally gives us an answer to a burning question we've been wondering, is in the movie, you guys remember the scene whenever they're about to go and fight off and have the iconic swing together, Andrew Garfield stops them and says that he loves them, and then for some reason, the two boys didn't say it back, instead just saying thank you. That was a heartbreaking moment in the theater, man. As an Andrew Garfield fan, I wanted them to say I love you back, but now we kind of know why that scene felt a little off and why Tobey and Tom Holland didn't respond. Andrew Garfield went ahead and revealed, "There's a line I improvised in the movie. Looking at Maguire and Holland, I tell them I love them. That was just me loving them." And now I love Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man even more than I already did. You're telling me that line all along was improvised? That makes that scene 100 times better now, and makes sense for why Tom and Tobey didn't say it back, because it wasn't in the script and they just looked at him like, I don't know what to say now, but thank you. It really just also goes to show you how much Andrew Garfield loves playing this character and how much of a blast he was having on set just chatting with these guys up, that he just felt that emotional need to say that to them. But before we get to him answering the question if he would like to come back as Spider-Man for more movies, there was another interview that he did with E.T. Online where he went ahead and gave us more little stories of working on Spider-Man No Way Home, and one I have to share here with you guys. Now, this story isn't necessarily one that happened on set when filming Spider-Man No Way Home. This was after the movie was released and put in theaters. Andrew Garfield went ahead and told them, "I can't believe it happened," Garfield gushed. "I snuck into a theater on opening night and just watched with my baseball cap and my mask. In fact, I was also with Tobey. Me and Tobey snuck into a theater together. No one knew we were there. It was just a really beautiful thing to share together." Come on now, does that not warm your heart to think Andrew and Tobey went on a little date together to the movies, hid their faces, but they sat in the back of the theater? And look, everybody who has seen Spider-Man No Way Home at least once, twice, 3 times, 5 for me, I think most of us had the experience in the theater where we experienced clapping, cheering, people just being all excited. And to know Andrew and Tobey were in a theater where that was possibly happening and they got to see the impact they have on the audience, oh, you telling me that doesn't make them want to come back for more movies and do more stuff? Especially Tobey Maguire, because we've all been chanting, bring Andrew back, make Amazing Spider-Man 3. But there's still so many fans that would love Tobey back, and it always seems like maybe he's the iffy one because he's a lot more of a serious actor. We see the way he looks at paparazzi, but the fact that he would go ahead and do this with Andrew Garfield and experience the movie and sit down just lets me know the guy really does like the character as well and could possibly be wanting to come back. But on that note here, getting to the question, Andrew Garfield was asked if he would be open to return to the character, and he said exactly, "I mean, yes, definitely, open to something if it felt right. Peter and Spider-Man, those characters are all about service to the greater good and the many. He's a working class boy from Queens that knows struggle and loss and is deeply empathetic. I would try to borrow Peter Parker's ethical frame in that if there was an opportunity to step back in and tell more of that story. I would have to feel very sure and certain in myself." Basically saying, heck yeah, he'd be willing to come back. It's just really a matter of what is Sony doing right now in the background. All these meetings they're probably having, wondering, how can we insert Andrew and Tobey Maguire into more things? I know the thing everyone's buzzing about, including me, was Morbius delayed to include those Spider-Verse connections and then make more sense of their universe. I still don't think they're going to pop in Andrew or Tobey in the movie, but I feel like they are going to hint at one of them being in the Sony universe. To me, the real way I would love to see Andrew Garfield come back in the role is him just be part of Venom 3. There's rumors going around right now from some of the scoopers, so take it with a real grain of salt, that Venom 3 will explore the multiverse and we could see Venom, I guess, doing something like a No Way Home. Is he going to fight Topher Grace? We don't know. But if he's exploring the multiverse, I mean, come on, that gives you the excuse to go ahead and fight Andrew Garfield, and they already had that joke set up there that he would love to fight an alien someday. You could have real payoff there. But those were just some things that Andrew Garfield went ahead and shared online. This put a real big smile on my face, so it was definitely something I wanted to share with you guys. You let me know your opinion on this. I hope somehow we can get an interview from Tobey Maguire. He's not really doing anything right now, but hopefully soon, and we can all hear about his experience working on the movie. Be sure to check out those Scream videos if you're interested. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.